Hi guys. Hi. I know it's a cameo appearance because we had one of the best presidents to ever exist on the face of the planet do a State of the Union tonight. First State of the Union ever. It was the third most popular State of the Union ever, and it was the most tweeted about State of the Union ever. So what do you think of that? Get in here. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? What did you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What? I just watched Joe Kennedy, one of the Kennedys, lecture us about not caring for people and all this stuff. And it was interesting to watch Joe. The one thing I have to say about the Democrat response, not one thing, I mean, I could go on and on about it. And I'll do more on the live show on Thursday. This is just a quick, hey, this is what, I was thinking. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. I'm going to read some comments and hear what you guys thought. But I watched the Democrat response, and it's all emotion. Everything is emotion. It's all emotion. And we hear the race card thrown every single time. And I thought it was kind of funny because we saw this broken down car in the background behind Joe Kennedy. It's kind of like a picture of the Democrat Party. Like just this broken car that really doesn't know it's not being fixed. It's not being fixed. And so it was kind of like, it was just a perfect, I was just watching it and I was like, that is a perfect portrayal of what we're witnessing amongst the Democrat Party. They are completely broken down, and their party and their platforms and their policy, they're all just anti-Trump. I have no idea what they think of infrastructure, or what they think of immigration policies, or what is their problem solving on our economic state. Like, where do they stand on these things? They're not telling us. So all they want to do is anti-Trump. And then at the end, he was talking about, I stand with the Dreamers, and we're with you. Well, Trump is with the Dreamers. Trump made it very, very clear tonight that he wants to help out these Dreamers, that he is more than willing to let 1.8 million Dreamers stay in this country and work on their way to a path to citizenship over the course of 12 years. That is awesome. Okay. That is awesome to every single Dreamer watching. So that's got to be encouraging for them. And the only thing is, we're saying we want some things in return: end chain migration, secure the border, and end the lottery. And then we can have a deal. Then everyone can be happy. But the Dems, oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to have to do a satire. I'm going to have to shoot something here soon about the Democrats' response during the State of the Union. And it's funny because I'm hearing people they're talking about, it just wasn't a unifying speech. It wasn't unifying. I was waiting for some huge unifying moment. And I'm sorry, but I think that the lowest unemployment rate in 45 years is unifying. I think that, I think that the stock market gaining an 8 trillion gain in value since Trump took office is unifying. I think that the lowest, that Black and Hispanic unemployment is the lowest it's ever been in the history of our country, is unifying. Okay, that's helping every single American. That 401ks are up, that tax cuts are affecting 80% of Americans and 91% of the middle class. How is that not unifying? How does that not help everyone? The individual mandate forcing people to pay for health insurance through Obamacare is gone. 3 million have received tax cut bonuses. Apple is investing over $350 billion into our economy. Exxon, $50 billion. I'm hearing these things, and I'm not. That is unifying, because that doesn't affect just a certain person or a certain other person. It affects all Americans. So let's see here. I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys saying? What's going on? What's happening? Please do a satire on the Dems. I know. Well, exciting news, guys. I'm getting a green screen. So Rob here, we're going to have some fun, because I would love to get dropped right into the State of the Union, sitting next to Nancy and just listening to her response or watching her face. So we're going to have to do that, because I'm going to have to do that, guys. That would be awesome. Yeah, Nancy. And you know what? Now that I think about it, my Nancy impression, way too friendly. Way too friendly. I went way too easy on Nancy after seeing how she behaved tonight. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was disrespectful to the office of the president. You might disagree with him, but show some respect. And I didn't see any. And that I was too nice. It's too nice to Nancy. Not next time, Nancy. I'll do you again, and I won't be so nice. Okay. Okay. Let's see here, guys. What's up? Yeah, it was unifying. It was a unifying speech because it didn't see color or race or religion. It saw America, and he spoke to Americans as a whole. I don't think you could be any more unifying as just encompassing all of America in one big picture. He didn't speak to different religions or different classes or different people. He spoke to Americans as a whole. And that's what we should be doing. We should be looking at each other as Americans, not what religion are you, or what race are you, or what party are you with. We're Americans, and we should want what's best for America. Because think about this, guys. If every single world leader decided to put their country first, decided to do what's best for their people in their country, and they fought for their people like President Trump is fighting for us, we would have a pretty remarkable world. It would be pretty remarkable. It would be pretty amazing to live in if every single world leader decided to put their country first. And you know what Trump is doing? He's just setting an example. He's saying, this is what you guys should do. You should do this for your country like I'm doing it for mine. And that's what leaders do. They set examples. So loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so good. So good. Lovely. Okay. Let's hear. What else? What are your thoughts? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? My favorite part, but at the same time, like I started crying. Like, and I'm like, pull it together. Jeez. But when he was telling these stories about those two 16-year-old girls that were killed by the MS-13, I literally was like, oh my gosh. And then I tweeted out, I was like, secure the damn border. Like, I was so pissed off in that moment. I was like, like, secure the border, protect Americans. Like, what, why is that such a, oh, I can't do that. We can do that. We can do that. Let's do it. Let's secure the border. Let's protect Americans so we don't have people being totally killed for no reason. So that, and the guy with the crutches, that was just an incredible story. And that the one gentleman that decided to adopt the baby that was coming from a mother that was abusing drugs. And it was just story after story of Americans. Didn't matter what color they were, didn't matter what race they were, didn't matter what religion what they were. It was a story about American after American being affected positively by this administration. And it's extremely encouraging, but at the same time, moved my heart in a good way. I loved it how he totally came out hard for veterans, standing with vets, the Veterans Accountability Act, Whistleblower Protection Act, supporting those people that put their life on the line for our country. And I love that. I mean, I literally, I have notes after, I just was like writing all these notes, just, oh my gosh, just everything. And I will go into more detail on Thursday for you guys, but it was just, let's hear it. What do you guys think? Wonderful. MAGA, yes, make America great again. And he is making America great again. He's doing it. Like, he's doing it. Just cutting back on regulations alone has allowed businesses to take risks, to thrive, to create jobs, which is awesome for our economy. I mean, we're seeing our economy, we're 3% right now, GDP, guys. Like that's on Trump. That is on Trump. So what else do we have here? The scoop on Obamacare. Well, the mandate has been, it's over. Like, we don't have a mandate anymore, an individual mandate. They're working on healthcare. And Trump has been trying to get Congress to work with him on healthcare for a while now. And so we will see what happens with that. I know that's a goal of President Trump in the year 2018. This year is to get something with healthcare and infrastructure worked out, because we need we need some, we've got some things that need to be repaired in our country. We need to work on our roads and our buildings and just our basic infrastructure of our country. And so I think that you need to invest in that so it doesn't break down. It's like when you have a car, you get the oil changed, right? I mean, you go and you get your oil changed because you don't want your car to eventually just fall apart on you. So you do maintenance, and we need to do maintenance on our country and make sure that it, doesn't break down on us anymore than it has. So let's see here. 1200. Okay. What is this? They don't bring dreamers. Yes, he did. We have to do a deal because, guys, I worked on several campaigns, and optically speaking, if we're going to, we're not just going to boot out 1.8 million people. It would be the end of our party. It would be over. So we need to do a deal for people that have been in our country and have been working in our country and, living the dream. And he gave a list of rules on what they need to do. It wasn't like just everyone gets amnesty. It's over a 12-year period. That's a long time of, proving yourself, staying in good justice with the law, contributing to our society. There's a list of things that they need to do in order to gain citizenship. So it's not just a blanket amnesty. It is you got to earn it kind of thing. So CNN's not doing well. No, CNN is not doing well. No. I mean, I wonder how a lot of people that get their news from the mainstream media, that literally a lot of this stuff that we all know, they heard for the first time tonight. Like, they had no idea that the economy was doing great. They had no idea that Black unemployment is an all-time low, that Hispanic unemployment is an all-time low. They didn't even, they're like, what? They don't know that, because people only get, like, a lot of these people, they only know what the mainstream media tells them. So I sometimes have to go easy on them. I mean, sometimes, because I'm like, you guys don't even know. They don't know. So our job is to get them to know. I keep saying no. Okay, stop. All right. Yes, Dems don't like it because it's 12 years they don't get to vote. Exactly. And I'd also say this. I don't think that these people that are going to eventually get get citizenship. I don't think that they're automatically a Democrat vote. I just don't. I think that when they are given a path to citizenship by a Republican president, when they are working in a thriving economy and they're getting more back on their paycheck, and they're starting to see the benefits of conservative thinking and how conservatism goes to solving the problem, and liberalism literally just puts just a Band-Aid over a problem. It doesn't go to fixing it. That they are going to start to use logic, and they're not going to be moved so much with emotion like the Democrats try to pull their strings. And I think a lot of these people will actually end up joining conservatism. All right, let's see here. He's the greatest president I've ever seen in my lifetime. I agree. Me too. I was a Reagan baby, but I was just a baby when Reagan was president. But still, so he's Reagan, Trump. But I mean, Trump is kind of okay. I think he hit it out of the park tonight. I do too. I totally do. The battle continues with release the memo. Yes. Oh gosh, release the memo. So that's a whole other thing, guys. The House Intelligence Committee voted to release the memo. So it's now in Trump's hands. He's got it, and he's probably reading it, or maybe he did read it, or maybe he's going to go home tonight and read it. But eventually, I do think it's going to be released. And I want to say this. The Democrats could care less about when Hillary had a private server and was sharing classified information that was national security, that put our national security in jeopardy. She was sharing it, and Dems are like, it's not a big deal. It's fine. Don't even worry. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. It's just no big deal. Just let her, just calm down. But now, when the Republicans are trying to release a memo that contains classified information they're saying that this puts our country, our national security at risk. And the only reason it puts our national security at risk is because it exposes government corruption. So you're okay when the Secretary of State is sharing classified information, no big deal. But when the GOP wants to share classified information to expose government corruption, you're literally throwing a complete tantrum right now. They are losing it. They're really freaking out. So that's about to happen. We'll see what's in that memo. I'm sure we'll all, when the minute it drops, we're all gonna be like, so we'll find out. Let's see here. Kennedy is the most womanizing family. Yes, that's true. Let's go into Ted Kennedy's story, shall we? And that's a whole other thing about how he treated women. And that's also like a kind of like a dynasty thing, guys. Hey, if they want to go with the dynasty, if they want another Kennedy in there, go ahead. Go ahead. That, you know, we can handle that. Let's see here. How wonderful it is that we can, yes, we are proud of America again and proud of our president. Yes, I tweeted that out. It was the first time in, gosh, years that I was so proud to watch our president give a State of the Union address. It was just, it was for our country. It was a man was standing up there that loves America and loves Americans. And that should make anyone, I don't care who you are, you're an American, he loves you. He doesn't care. All he cares about is Americans. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're even a Democrat. I guarantee you Trump still loves you because you're American. So let's see here. Cory Booker says, of course he does. Cory Booker says it could be treasonous. Why? Why? Because it exposes government corruption? Because what? They don't want government transparency? Doesn't that say something? Doesn't that say something right there? If you don't want government transparency, if you want things kept in secret because you're doing bad things, guys, I mean, that's a red flag. That's a red flag to me. Even if I was a Democrat and I was like, wait, why don't they want us to know what's in it? Like, why? Well, we're about to find out, huh? So they are so mad and angry. It's very much, yeah, they're very mad. They're very mad. They're very angry. Win us with some love. Like, there's no love out there. There's no even like extending an olive branch. Trump said it tonight. Hey, I'm willing to work with you guys. I want to work with you guys. Let's work together. Let's make this work. No. I mean, I'm going to have to reenact it because it's just so gross, right? Gross. So gross. Oh, thank you, Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock just donated on YouTube. That's awesome. Guys, that's the whole way we're able to keep this thing going is through your donations. I've got a Patreon account set up and I've got PayPal set up. And I do this because I believe that satire and comedy reaches the independent vote and it reaches even Democrats. You know, I've got some Democrats that follow me now that have said that they have been won over by comedy. And that's my goal. That's my goal. I feel like we have to reach these people and you can't, you know, we've got people that are going to rally the base and they're going to be like, oh, like, you just, you know, and that rallies the base and that gets like a Republic, you know, the base fired up and they're like, yeah. But at the end of the day, we can't win unless we get the independents to join us, unless we get some Democrats to come on over to our team. And so that's why I do what I do. I want to win and I know you want to win. And so this, you know, your donations, your support keep me going. So thank you. Thank you for those people that are supporting me. Thank you so much. It keeps the lights on, and keeps Rob sticking around. So that's awesome. All right, guys, let's see here. Yeah, Pelosi, gosh, like I said, I was too friendly. I was way too friendly with Pelosi. Now I'm regretting it. After I saw her being all like smug and wouldn't smile, wouldn't clap, wouldn't stand, I was like, gosh, come on. Why was I so nice? I was too friendly. So next time around, like I said, I'm coming for you, Pelosi. Okay, let's see here. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. You are the bomb. Okay, I was hoping that Kennedy kid would cry. I almost thought he was going to start crying, guys. And that would be that's a satire too right there, right? I mean, put on a little red wig, just weep. My Democrat response is just crying. Let's just cry because crying solves problems. Because if you want to solve problems, just start crying and poof, everything's better. I mean, that's how they think they're going to solve stuff. I want to know what you're going to do. I want to know what solutions you bring to the table. And they don't have solutions. Their solution is just resist. That's not going to solve anything. That's not going to solve anything, people. Pelosi's, yes, she is. Let's see here. More with Kennedy. Yeah. I'm going to have to do Kennedy here. Thank the Lord for this magic. I know. It's a miracle. And I believe it's a miracle. I am a strong believer in Jesus. And I was praying hard, guys, before that election, hardcore. And I had a team of people that were praying with me because I believe that he is God sent. And no, he's not perfect. No, he's not perfect. And oh, you can't, he said something 10 years ago that was really inappropriate. So yeah, he's not perfect. And I've said stuff that's inappropriate. I've said stuff that I wouldn't want people to record me on. But you know what? God uses imperfect people. He uses imperfect people to do absolutely amazing things. What is this? Maxine Waters on BET tomorrow night. Maxine Waters will be on BET tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. That's a whole nother, oh gosh. Impeach 45. That's probably all she'll do. It's just yell impeach 45. Like I was saying though, God uses imperfect people. Look at David. David really screwed up. He did some really stuff that he shouldn't have done, but God still used him. And that's what God does. God uses imperfect people. And I think that it's the right timing. You got to be in the right place at the right time. And you have to have the right heart. And only God knows your heart. And only God knows who he can use. And so that's what I have to say about that. Democrats didn't show they are anti-Trump tonight. They showed that they were anti-American. That's so true, because it went beyond anti-Trump. It went to like, we're not even happy that people are making money, that people are going to have bonuses, that, because it's just crumbs to Nancy Pelosi. But you should be happy for, the single mother that's working 2 jobs, that doesn't want to go on welfare, and she's getting $1,000 back in her tax cuts, or she's getting $1,000 bonus. That's a lot of money to someone like that. Okay. That's a lot of money to me. Okay. I'm a middle-class mom. $1,000 in my added to our budget here at home, man, that would be awesome. I absolutely love that. Let's go grocery shopping. Let's fill the car with gas. Let's do it. So, he's done nothing for Maxine Waters. Yeah, Maxine Waters. Look at her district. Okay, she's done nothing for them. I don't even think she lives in her district. You can fact check me on that, because I'm pretty sure I was told that she doesn't even live in her district, and her district is like broken. So fix your district and then complain. Now that's Maxine Waters. Okay, I pray too. Yes, God put him in the White House. Amen. He did. It was a miracle. And when you think about it, like Rob and I, my producer here, we're experiencing all sorts of censorship, and that I'll probably address that on Thursday night. But when you think about it, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all these, they control the narrative. So we not only had social media working against Trump, we had the mainstream media working against Trump, we had the global elitists working against Trump, we had every single factor working against Trump, and he came out and he won. He won with everything against him. So that's a miracle. We witnessed a miracle, an absolute miracle. And we're also witnessing, the Democrats having a complete meltdown at this miracle that we witnessed, and they're making up fake documents in order to get a FISA warrant, in order to try to take down our president as an insurance policy in case he won. So that's about to come out too. That's back to the memo. I keep going back to the memo because that's like in the back of my head, like this looming. Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff behind me, back of my head. Okay. Anyways, let's see here. What a night. Yes. What a night. It was such a good night. It was so awesome to watch someone just so happy, because America's doing well. We're doing well. We're thriving right now. And when we do well, the rest of the world does well. That's what people think. They're like, oh, it's so selfish to want to put your country first. It's so selfish. You know what? If we're all on an even playing field like this, No one can pull you up. No one can make you better. And my youth pastor growing up, he goes, you always want someone up here and you always want someone down here to be pulling up. And America is at that top right there. And America, when America pulls, it pulls the rest up. You have to have this kind of motion. If we have this kind of motion, then no one's getting better. No one's improving. Everything's stagnant. And this is not where we want to be. We want to be constantly moving up, excelling, getting better, thriving, improving. Okay. That's my visual. All right. Let's see here. He killed him with kindness. He did. He killed him with kindness and with those stories, like I mentioned earlier, just such good stories that just like touch your heart, you know, and you got to have a heart of stone if you weren't moved. Like really, you have to be kind of a cold-hearted something if you can't think, wow, like maybe things are going well. Maybe I should be happy for, you know, those people, for America, because America's great, because we're making America great. All right, guys, I'll probably shut it down here. I will be back on Thursday live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Me here. I'll have some videos to show you and we'll chat and I'll answer questions again and it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Sleep well. You've got an awesome president in the White House. That's got to give you some good dreams. Good night. Bye, guys.